Currently joined by my colleague Vedant. Vedant, break it down for us. What do these numbers suggest, and how do you assess this?
That's right, Osama. At the very outset, as you said, these numbers have to be taken with a pinch of salt because more often than not, pollsters have gotten key elections wrong, particularly the Haryana elections. There is, enough data to suggest that pollsters have gotten Haryana wrong. But this time around, the poll of polls certainly seems to suggest a clear direction that the Congress is a front runner. There's a clear edge that has been given to the Congress in almost all exit polls. Now, let's take a look at the poll of polls. So, now remember, in 2019, in the legislative polls, the BJP won 40 seats, the Congress 31. The vote share was again very tight. The vote share was more or less the same. But looking at the seats first, so the BJP is projected to win 26 seats as per the poll of polls, which is down by 14. As I said, the BJP won 40 seats in the 2019 polls, and the Congress at 55, which is up 24. Now, what does this essentially mean? This essentially means that the Congress is possibly winning one seat in almost every district. That is what one can deduce from the fact that the Congress may well beyond be the 50 mark and well beyond the magic mark as well. So in districts like Kaithal, Rohtak, even Mewat, Jhajjar, these are key Congress districts traditionally voting for the Congress, where the Congress has significantly lost political ground. But this number seems to suggest that the Congress is regaining some of that lost political ground and is opening its account in almost every district. Meanwhile, if you look at this number, the BJP at 26, this essentially means that the BJP is not opening its accounts in many districts as well. So that is a clear direction here, that the Congress is winning one seat in every district and the BJP might not even open its account in many districts. Now, some of the southern Haryana districts, for example, which have been traditionally BJP bastions, for example, districts like Gurugram, the villages there have overwhelmingly voted for the BJP in the past elections. But what seems to be the case is that the Congress is making inroads in those traditional BJP strongholds as well. So that's an important point. And also the caste consolidation. That is an extremely key point here. The entire debate this time around, as far as the poll campaign was concerned, was that there is a Jat consolidation versus a consolidation of the non-Jat vote, which essentially includes the SC vote and other such votes. So now, if you look at the agency-wise breakdown, not a single pollster has given less than 44 seats to the Congress. That seems to suggest that something is working for the Congress, and that is this caste arithmetic. That while you have the Jats rallying behind the Hudas, you also have a beautiful coming together of many other non-Jat groups like the SCs and the Chhattis Biradri, as Kumari Shelja also mentioned in that interview that she gave us. Now, if you look at the BJP, and if you can stay on this graphic for 10 more seconds, if you look at the BJP, not a single pollster is giving more than 37 seats to the BJP. So a clear trend here, a clear direction. Of course, as far as the others are concerned, it's clear that it's a complete wipeout for parties like the INLD, the JJP. What a fall for Dushyant Chautala, who was a deputy chief minister, to now being reduced to this, Osama.
Right, and as far as the Haryana poll numbers are concerned, it like you mentioned, it's a very clear distinction made here that Congress is in the lead along with its partners. But when you look at Jammu and Kashmir, the alliance of the Congress and the National Conference, that is predicted to win the most number of seats, while the BJP, it is going to hover around somewhere near 35, and although they are confident of forming the government, how do you assess those numbers, especially in Jammu and Kashmir?
I think, Osama, you put it really well, that while the Congress has an edge, the BJP is hovering somewhere around 25. So, of course, a clear edge to the Congress plus National Conference with over 40 seats for the alliance and 27 for the BJP as per poll of polls. Now, what this seems to suggest, the biggest takeaway is that the election has been fought differently in the valley and in Jammu. So, of course, this has been the case always, but with these numbers, it's clear that the Congress and National Conference is gaining in Jammu as well. Jammu, of course, has been a traditional stronghold of the BJP, and throughout the campaign, what was anticipated was that that will remain intact. But here what seems to be happening, Osama, is that the BJP seems to be losing in Jammu with the Congress NC gaining. But 27, now remember 27 is a very significant number even for the BJP, and it seems to suggest that the BJP is spreading its tentacles to perhaps the valley as well. That seems to be one takeaway as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, though of course the focus is on which party will emerge as a single largest party, and we'll come to that when we take a look at the agency-wise polls. But also quickly looking at the PDP, 7 seats for the PDP. Many have pointed out that this is perhaps the end of political road for the PDP. It's fighting a survival battle. There was a lot of infighting, internal revolt as far as the PDP is concerned, particularly after ticket distribution, but that has been the case even for the Congress NC and the BJP. But 7 seats for the PDP. Many had predicted even lesser than that. But let's quickly take a look at the agency-wise data as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. Now this is significant because the fact here is that we are still unclear as to which particular political party will emerge as a single largest party. Now in Jammu and Kashmir, that is going to be the most important factor, given the fact that you have a bureaucracy in place, you have the Lieutenant Governor in place, and the BJP time and again has been reiterating that we will emerge as a single largest party. The BJP has been in alliance with the PDP in the past, and of course there are a record number of independents this time in the fray as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. So they of course could also hold the key as far as the victory is concerned. So all eyes on which party will emerge as a single largest party, which is not clear, Osama, in these numbers.
All right, Vedant Agarwal, thank you very much for that fantastic analysis of all those numbers that you see on your screen.